Okay, welcome to the Realtor's Choice box sign installation instructions. First of all, we're going to go over the parts list and the things you will need to put this together. So, towels or rags to wipe off any excess glue after the gluing process. Your DevCon home welded all-purpose glue. We found that this works the best. A Sharpie for marking the U-channel post at 24 inches from the bottom. A tape measure to measure that. And then if you want, you can also print out our instruction sheets, which this is a prototype, but these instruction sheets, there will be a UR code right here on the bottom panel that you can scan with your phone, and of course you'll be watching this video, or you can actually download the PDF of the instructions for yourself to print them out or to view them on your phone or computer. Okay, so let's get started. Step one, so we're going to use the back panel. I'm going to set the front over there. In the back panel, the graphics need to be face down. So this is the back panel. The graphics need to be face down to start this, because this will eventually be the inside of the box. So the next step is to attach the top panel. So the top panel is going to have this tab missing right here. The bottom panel is going to be the full or the cutout of the U-channel as close as possible. This one is going to be missing the tab, as it is easier to slide down over the U-channel post. So this is your top panel. You can see that these tabs will align with this the back panel and the top panel tabs will align. So all you have to do for assembly, I think it's easier to tilt this up vertical in an upright position. Take this top panel and you want to put it so it overlaps the edge of the back panel. Then all you got to do is apply a little bit of pressure, and these tabs will pop right into place. So now we have this panel attached to the back panel. And we're going to do the same thing on the opposite end. And you're going to want to line up these grooves so that the U-channel goes in the same way, obviously. So again, we're going to put the tabs, line them up, and apply pressure from the outside, pushing in. Just like so. Step 3 is you're going to choose a side panel. So the side panels are the long side panels. There's 2 of these. It doesn't matter which side starts first. You're going to want to start at one end and work to the other. There is a slot in these on each end, which will match up with the tab on the end of the top and bottom panels. So I want my text probably to read right to left, or left to right, I mean. So top being left, bottom being right. So I'm going to line up that tab, slide that on. And then again, just apply inward pressure from the outside on your tabs. Sometimes it's easier to lift it up off of a flat surface. And then before the last tab goes in, you will feed this tab through the slot at the top. So that is one side panel. We're going to rotate this. Grab your other side panel. So now we are on step 4. And again, I'm going to start at one end, starting with the tab in the slot. And again, applying pressure from the outside, pushing in. So now step 5, you should now have all the sides applied except for the top piece. And we need to glue all the interior seams, bottom, horizontally and vertically. So I'm going to take my DevCon home welded all-purpose glue, and you're just going to want to run a small bead all the way down around all 4 sides. And then you're going to also want to run glue up the vertical seams. Next, what you want to do is put a bead of glue in any recessed pockets in the corners of every side. You can also choose to wait a few minutes until the previous glue hardens, because it'll make this process easier without the tab slipping back out on you. We already have one glued, so I'm not going to glue the whole thing on this one. So after your glue on the sides have settled a little bit, you confirm that all your tabs are pushed in against the glue so nothing is sticking out. Then we're going to add the top piece. So we're going to grab our top panel, and you're going to want to overlap the edges. Start with a corner. And then apply downward pressure. Over the side, all the way down to the bottom. Come on. So now your box should be together. And now all you got to do is wait for the glue to dry. While you're waiting for the glue to dry, we're going to take U-channel post, and this is the bottom that's beveled, so it'll go into the ground easier. So you want to measure from the bottom edge up 24 inches. Take your Sharpie, and at 24 inches, make a bold black line. Once you're done, you will use a post driver and drive it down into the ground until you reach this 24-inch mark. Got our post driver. So we got our black mark right here, so I've got to make sure that goes all the way in the ground. About halfway there already. 8 inches. Couple more. Really close. Good. Okay, so we got our black mark at ground level. We take our 3-inch PVC pipe, drop it on there, grab our box sign, just like so. And then we grab our little cap with your choice of adhesive. I'd recommend removable, and you stick that on top. So that is your finished product.